Hair or body part? Hiyo! So yeah, sorry I didn't make a video last week, but I was in Disneyland. That's not a very good excuse at all. This week, however, I am making one. And this is a really good, idea, topic, thing. So kudos, Elena. I logged into MySpace for the first time in months to find one of these surveys. I decided to do one that I had already done before. So the one I'm doing is a 7 Deadly Sins thing. Actually, the first time I did it was when we were reading Interpreter of Malady sophomore year. Yeah, I filled the survey out on May 7th, 2007. So I'm doing it again to see what has changed. Who did you last get angry with? Probably Alaska Airlines. What is your weapon of choice? I guess words? I don't really fight physically with people, so I guess talking to them. Would you hit a member of the opposite sex? Yes. How about the same sex? Yeah. Who was the last person to really get angry at you? I don't know. I haven't really gotten a fight with someone recently, but I'm gonna say probably my mom. What is your pet peeve? Hypocrites. Do you keep grudges or can you let them go easily? I tend to keep a grudge, a little bit of a grudge. I mean, I try not to, but I remember things that happen. I'm not just gonna forget them. What is one thing you're supposed to do daily, but you haven't? Definitely supposed to watch TV daily, and I have not done that yet today, so I'm actually gonna watch last week's episode of Supernatural when I'm done filming this, so that I'll be ready for tonight's episode of Supernatural. What is the latest you've ever woken up? Probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon if I stayed up really late or something. Name a person you've been meaning to contact but haven't. Tori, I've been meaning to contact you. That's actually true. I have been meaning to call you because we have stuff to talk about. So, I will be contacting you shortly here now sometime. Actually, I'm gonna do it right now. Sent! What is the last lame excuse that you made? Ooh, probably that I couldn't make a video because I was in Disneyland. Have you ever watched an infomercial all the way through? Yes, I have. Actually, it was a hobby of mine to watch QVC. When I was bored, I would just watch QVC. Because that cures boredom, let me tell you. How many times do you hit the snooze button on your alarm clock in the morning? I set my alarm 20 minutes before I have to actually get up. What is your overpriced yuppie beverage of choice? Today I had a white chocolate mocha. Usually I have a white chocolate mocha with a flavoring of caramel or coconut or mint or sugar. Are you a meat eater? This is an interesting question. I feel like I can make a whole video on this topic, and actually I'm kind of planning on to. Planning on to? Is that English? Currently, right this second, no. On Sunday, I am going to eat so much meat. That's what she said. Yeah, because lunch is over, and I like meat. She said all of that. I guess he could have said it too. What is the greatest amount of alcohol you've ever had in one sitting outing event? 1 glass of wine at Thanksgiving that one year. Are you comfortable with your drinking and eating habits? No. Even though I'm a vegetarian, mostly I just eat bread and cheese. So I don't really like vegetables, so that's kind of bad. Oh well. Do you enjoy candy and sweets? Yeah. Which do you prefer? Sweets, salty foods, or spicy foods? If it's food, I will eat it. That's not true. If it's vegetables, I won't eat it. Unless they are spicy. Well, I don't know what kind of spicy vegetables you have, but I would probably eat them, maybe, possibly. Probably not. I didn't answer the question. Sweet. Have you ever looked at a small house pet or child and thought, lunch? Oh, for sure. How many credit cards do you own? 2, I think. kind of bad if I don't know how many credit cards I have. No, yeah, 2.
If you had $1 million, what would you do with it?
Honestly, I would save a lot of it. But I mean, a chunk of it I would obviously pay for school. I would go to Europe. I would travel lots of places. I would go to Africa and build a well. I would give money to Sean of the Uncultured Project.
Would you rather be rich or famous?
Okay, this is kind of a trick question because I would rather be famous, but not to be famous. I'd rather be famous for something I did, but not just to be famous. So I would rather get paid in, like, my work, whatever I end up doing, reaching more people, so I'm more famous, than I would want to be paid in money to become rich. Does that make sense? But I don't want to be, like, famous, like, where people know my life and stuff. Says the girl who makes videos on YouTube.
Would you accept a boring job if it meant that you would make megabucks?
No. That's a lie. Because I did have a boring job, but I didn't make megabucks. I just made regular, cheap, minimum wage bucks. So if it was the only job available, yes, I would.
What's one thing that you have done that you are most proud of?
I don't know. I'm not like not proud of myself, but I don't really think I've like done something huge where it's like, oh my god, look what I've done, I'm so cool. Not dying. I think that's something really to be proud of.
What's one thing you have done that your parents are most proud of?
I think my parents would agree with why I'm proud of stuff. Yeah.
What thing would you like to accomplish late in your life?
To be able to be proud of something that I did because I helped someone in some way.
Do you get annoyed by coming in second place?
I'm gonna go with exactly what my sophomore year self said. It depends on who I lose to.
Have you ever entered a contest of skill knowing you were of a much higher skill than all the other competitors?
Sure.
Have you ever cheated to get a better score?
Yes.
What did you do today that you're proud of?
I got up and got out of bed and went to class.
What is your favorite body part or person of your gender of choice?
Eyes and hair.
How many people have you seen naked? How many people have seen you naked? Have you ever had sexual encounters, including kissing / making out with multiple persons?
No.
Have you ever been propositioned by a prostitute?
Seriously, who asks these kinds of questions?
What item of your friends would you most want to have for your own?
My brother's video camera is pretty awesome.
Who would you want to go on trading spaces with?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tori, like my sophomore year self said.
If you could be anyone who existed in the world, who would you be?
J.K. Rowling. Or Jesus.
Have you ever been cheated on?
No.
Have you ever wished you had a physical feature different than your own?
Yeah, what teenage girl hasn't?
What inbred trait do you see in others that you wish you had for yourself?
I guess kind of to be more outgoing. Outgoing in the way where you're willing to go meet new people, just go up to them and talk to them. Because it's weird, sometimes I am, but usually I'm not. Well, that was fun. I will see Tori tomorrow. I just realized that today is April Fool's Day, so I am dropping out of school to go work at a circus. And I shouldn't have reminded you that it was April Fool's Day before I said that.